Hi everyone, Bob Thomason here. This is my periodic update, if you will, on C60. Do these usually once a month, but this one's more. I did one the first of this month, so I'm going to do another one now. But I had a few thoughts on my mind that I wanted to share with you. First, let me put out this disclaimer. This video is my personal experience and should not be taken as medical advice. I'm not a medical professional, and I offer this as entertainment only. So do your own research before you do any purchases. Okay, as I said, this is not so much my experience this time because I've been on C60 for a year now, and I've pretty well gone through all of the little subtle changes and what have you. I mean, I've done some experimentation, but there's a few thoughts that I wanted to share with you that I thought this video would do a good job of. First of all, if you're new to C60, and some of you viewers may be, you may be seeing this several months after I'm recording it here, but I suggest that you, if you haven't already done so, I would suggest that you subscribe to the Facebook support group. With anybody new or, that's just been on C60 for a few months, or even sometimes if you've been on C60 for a while, there's always questions that you may have that, it's hard to find somebody that can answer this stuff. The Facebook group, which is, I think it's maintained by Ken Swartz, who is C60 Purple Power. He has that company. But their discussion in that group doesn't seem to be just about his product. It's more about C60 in general. So I would highly recommend that you, if you're on Facebook, that you subscribe to that group. And, if you've got questions or anything, post it. I've seen a lot of good information shared there, and fortunately I don't see much of the spammy type sharing where people are trying to sell their product. There's not a lot of C60 suppliers, so maybe that's the reason, but it seems to be a good thing. So if you're new, haven't subscribed there, I would suggest you do so. As far as me, I'm maintaining my regimen of 5 milliliters, which is a teaspoon of C60 twice a day, and I'm doing this 5 days a week. Why 5 days a week? Well, I decided to use the weekend and just let my system rest from any supplementation or the C60. So I don't take vitamins or anything on Saturday and Sunday. But throughout the week, then I take my regular regimen of vitamins and the C60. I take 5 milliliters in the morning and 5 milliliters in the late afternoon or evening. Now, there is a bit of caution there for some of you who may be sensitive to any type of stimulant before bedtime, or like if you can't drink a cup of coffee, regular coffee, or drink some tea before after a certain time in the evening, or it interrupts your sleep, then you might consider taking C60 earlier in the afternoon and not waiting till evening like I do. For me, I don't notice any stimulation there, so it doesn't bother me. I sleep just the same. So, but I can drink a cup of coffee just before I go to bed, and it's no big deal. Some people can't do that. I know many that can't do that. But I would suggest that if you're going to take the C60, as I do twice, do the 10 milliliters, that you do it in 2 doses instead of just taking it all in one dose, because it breaks it up a little bit, gives your system a chance to utilize that a little bit better, is what I understand. That's just my thoughts on it. But I do think a maintenance dose would be at least the 10 milliliters a day, or 2 teaspoons a day. If you are just starting out on C60, you might want to start with just 1 teaspoon a day. Take that for a week or two, and then bring it up to 2 teaspoons a day and see how that works, see how you feel. Now, also for some of you that are new, that may have some medical issues or been on some heavy medication, a number of different medications, the C60 will cause you to detox. So you don't want to do a heavy detox, which is very uncomfortable right from the get-go. So you might want to bring that up a little bit, start out with the 1 a day, 1 teaspoon a day, and then move on up to 2 teaspoons. And you can tell by the way you feel. As most people describe detox, it's more of flu-like symptoms if you really get heavy detox. You just kind of feel blah and a little bit feverish. It doesn't last long, a couple of days, 3 days maybe, and you're pretty well over it if it lasts that long. But you can go through some detox along that line. Now, another point here that I wanted to make is that I've gotten a number of messages and some emails from people requesting that I do these updates more often, and I may do that, I don't know. I don't do the update or do this video just to hear myself talk. I don't think that's of any value. And if I don't feel like I've got anything to share, then I don't see any point in doing the video. But I do, I appreciate those suggestions, and I will do a little bit more, think about this a little bit more and see if there's some things that I can share, because after all, having gone through this for a year, and I've watched a ton of videos and listened to some others who are professional people in this area, professional researchers, what have you, that have more scientific information on some bits of it than I do. So I listen to these folks and see what resonates with me. But that's all I've got in this video. And as always, if you want to get more updates from me, be sure and subscribe below, and then hit that bell next to it. That notifies you as soon as I put an update out there, so that you can keep apprised of what I'm doing. And I appreciate everyone that is subscribed to my channel. It means a lot to me, and I try to do a good job of providing the information here. As usual, I've got links below this video. I've got some links for some C60 suppliers, and I have purchased from all of these suppliers except one, and that's the one dealing with pets. I felt like the one for pets was unique enough that it seemed to be credible, so I listed them as well, but that's one that I have not purchased from. But the rest I have also listed below. The Facebook link, if you're interested in joining the Facebook group. It is a private group. You have to be approved to join it, but that's not a big issue either. Also, if you like these videos and want to see them continued, it would be helpful to me if you wanted to donate. I've got the donate link down there, which is a crypto deal. So if you want to donate a little bit of Litecoin or Ethereum, Bitcoin, whatever, then feel free to do so. I would appreciate it, but don't feel obligated to do so. I give this information out free, and I want to continue to do that. But that just helps me do more of these videos. So with that, I appreciate it, and we'll catch you later.